Holla! Bienvenido a esta edición del programa. Aquí tu amiga Yesenia Betty Boop Álvarez. Muchas gracias por estar aquí conmigo. Y bueno, pues ya estamos en el nuevo año, nuevas metas, nuevas resoluciones, nueva música por venir y muchas sorpresas para ti de parte del programa. Así que vamos a usar este tiempo de ver de todo lo que pasó durante el programa el año pasado. Vamos a empezar con esta entrevista que tuve con los muchachos, los paisanos de Banda Lamento Show de Durango. Ya sabes, durante una presentación, al calor de las copas, cualquier cosa puede pasar en un antro, así que vamos a hablar acerca del incidente que pasó aquí en Chicago durante una presentación con Banda Lamento Show de Durango. Bueno, pues aquí estoy con mis amigos de
la Banda Lamento Show Durango.
Oigan, pues ya estamos en el nuevo año. ¿Cómo recibieron el nuevo año? Que estuvieron aquí en Chicago.
Así es, bueno, pues lo hacemos muy bien, gracias a Dios, con trabajos, cerrando con trabajo, recibiendo mucho trabajo, presentamos en los lugares aquí en Chicago, en la ciudad que viene a ser el Lamento Show Durango, y bueno, pues bien contentos de estar aquí con ustedes.
Sí, y luego me estabas contando algo que anoche pasó un incidente.
Así es, mira, pues queremos más que nada pedir una disculpa a nuestro público, queremos más que nada aclararles un poquito, explicarles un poquito lo que pasó, no queremos mencionar nombres de lugares ni nada, simplemente pedirles una disculpa y dejarles saber que el día de ayer tuvimos que bajar del escenario porque teníamos un trato con la persona que venía contratándonos, y a la mera hora antes de subir, bueno, pues no quisieron pagarnos, tratamos de arreglar las cosas, pero pues ellos rehusaron pagar, y bueno, pues nosotros no quisimos tampoco quedar mal con ellos, por eso tocamos dos canciones y tuvimos que irnos. También no fue decisión de los músicos, es una decisión de la gente que nos lleva, ¿verdad? Y bueno, pues de todas maneras una disculpa bien grande, y los queremos mucho, queremos que quede bien claro que no fue problema directamente del Lamento Show, sino que había un trato previo, y yo pienso que es un negocio, nosotros venimos de lejos de nuestro trabajo, y pues también queremos que se entienda que pues, la verdad no está bien que si ya está un trato, no me lo nos hagan que siempre no, y nos queden mal, tú sabes.
Y luego otra cosa, ¿cómo es que, o sea, Banda Lamento Show es duranguense, y luego ¿cómo piensas tú que la gente recibe la música duranguense según que ya están diciendo que ya salió de moda y todo eso?
Pues mira, déjame comentarte, yo pienso que hay para mí, ¿verdad? Como yo lo veo, son como dos tipos de duranguense. Lamento Show toca lo que son las raíces de lo que es duranguense, y yo pienso que es lo que ha mantenido la agrupación, ¿no? Porque a la gente eso es lo que le gusta, lo que es el tamborazo, lo que es escuchar las polcas, y yo pienso que eso nunca va a pasar de moda, ¿me entiendes? Todo tiene un ciclo, pero gracias a Dios nuestra música siempre ha mantenido el Lamento Show, y bueno, pues aquí seguimos echando todas las ganas.
¿Y qué es lo que nos traes para el nuevo año?
Pues mira, ahorita andamos, bueno, este año que pasó el 2013, anduvimos en la gira aquí en todos Estados Unidos promocionando el nuevo disco titulado Las Mil y Una Noches, que ya está a la venta en Walmart para que lo compren todos y lo pidan en la radio, todas las canciones, el tema Las Mil y Una Noches. Y ahorita ya estamos trabajando ya en el nuevo disco, primeramente Dios, parece que vamos a sacar 2 discos este año, y estamos trabajando también en los videos que vamos a hacer. Y bueno, pues va a haber muchas sorpresas, cosas nuevas para nuestro público. Siempre estamos tratando de innovar, siempre estamos tratando de hacer cosas diferentes, ¿verdad? Siempre darles un poquito más a nuestro público. Y bueno, siempre dejar esa huella con la gente, que siempre se acuerde del Lamento Show, que es el público que nos hace, y nosotros estamos por ellos.
¿Cómo qué tipo de sorpresas?
Bueno,
¿Tuvo en el escenario?
Sí, lo vamos a poner a bailar, y luego pues, ya con una tabla vamos a agarrar.
Ahí quedó la primera parte de la entrevista. Ahorita te traigo la segunda parte. Por mientras, vamos a ver este video que me mandó uno de nuestros televidentes. Y bueno, pues acuérdate, todos los videos que ves aquí tú, que son así chistosos, me los mandas tú. Así que aquí te va mi Twitter, @YesieOnAir, YestionAir. Vamos a ver este video.
After that, we like that with a couple of shower chances by the time we get to Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And thanks for the hard-to-get applause, Nicole and Kevin. Yes.
How's that, Carol? Is that good enough for you? Okay, I'll try a little harder next time. Thanks so much. Ozzy is a father of 12. He has 9 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. Wow. Good for Ozzy. Now, it may be his birthday, but Carol, when it comes to the weather, we want no monkey business, okay? All good things.
It's 49 degrees in Philadelphia, Nicole. We have a temperature of 30.
I tried.
You
can't even give me that, can you?
38 degrees up through the Allentown area at this point. 44 damp weather. Not anything nearly as great as it will be this weekend, Nicole.
Well, Carol, I would say that forecast is bananas, but I know that's going to be completely wasted on you. So I won't. Taking it back right now. All right, changing gears. There's going to be, Carol, I understand you have some good news and possibly a halo behind you.
Possibly a halo. Nicole, of course a halo.
It always comes into question when it's you and a halo. Our time now, 6:30. Let's get you a check on weather with meteorologist Carol Erickson in the Weather Center.
Nicole,
Morning, Carol.
it's just perfect out there.
Breathtaking.
It's wonderful.
Lovely like you, Carol.
Yes, exactly.
Is how I would describe it.
It's me too.
Yeah, I knew you would.
Nicole.
I could see you pulling that whole, don't you know who I am? Come on.
You said you could or you couldn't?
I could see you doing it.
Oh, you?
Yeah, I could
You
see
don't know me at all. You don't know who I. Oh, I'm
don't
sorry.
you
There
know?
we go.
See?
Yes, that was an interesting little exchange. I'm sure she regrets, along with that last glass of whatever.
Carol, great story, right?
Nicole, do you notice?
I don't see anything.
You didn't
No.
call any attention to it.
I didn't call attention to it because I know
You
it's
don't
been...
see it. It's my halo.
It's been manufactured,
Yeah,
let's just put
exactly.
it that way.
It's awful when you have to call attention to your own halo.
It's the only way you're going to get it.
That's right. Somehow or
Ok, pues ahora quiero jugar algo con ustedes para que no se me pongan tan serios acá esos muchachos. A ver, pues ya saben cómo dicen que según se tienen que poner los calzones de según color para la suerte. ¿Quién se puso los chonis de amarillo para recibir más dinero?
Mariano.
Ya me descubrieron.
Y los rojos según para
¿Para el amor?
el amor.
Tortas.
Tortas.
Yo creo también tortas. No está aquí, pero saludos a tortas.
¿Le va muy mal en el amor o qué?
Tortas.
No, nada, pues sin comentarios. No, dejamos.
Oye, y luego cuando están así manejando cuando están en sus giras, ¿quién es el que se echa más truenos cuando están ahí en el van?
¿Decimos? Mejor lo dejamos ahí. No queremos quemar.
Pero está aquí. Es uno de.
¿Quién es el que ronca más?
Que ronca más. Fíjate que eso sí casi no.
¿Nadie ronca?
No, eso casi no.
Wow. ¿Quién es el más enamorado? El que se la pasa en Facebook, texteando, hablando que hola mi amor, que quién sabe qué.
Pues yo pienso que todos. Mira, todos tienen un poquito. Mucha gente, por ejemplo, algunos les gusta platicar con las amistades, con los fans, ¿verdad? Otros les gusta, pues a lo mejor, por ejemplo, a mí en lo personal me gusta a veces poner mensajes de cosas que les puede servir a la gente, ¿no? Cosas de Dios, y pues también estoy enamorado de la novia, tú sabes. A veces ponemos...
Se chivió.
No me chiveo, que al contrario, lo digo porque pues, si están enamorados de la novia. Yo pienso que es bonito siempre compartirlo con tu gente y que la gente lo sepa. Primeramente Dios me caso este año y ahí los invitaré ahí a la fiesta si Dios quiere.
Bueno, pues muchachos, muchas gracias por ser parte de mi show de televisión. Yo tengo como unos 6 meses atrás de ustedes, así que es toda una bendición tenerlos aquí.
No, gracias a ti, gracias al show de Holla por abrirnos las puertas, por el apoyo. Y bueno, pues aquí estamos amigos de Lamento Show Durango para nuestro público, para ustedes el agradecimiento y muchas cosas buenas para todos. Son los deseos de la banda Lamento Show Durango y el show Holla.
Este programa combina diferentes culturas, idiomas y géneros de música, así que espero que me acompañes en la segunda parte del programa. Y bueno, pues también te invito a que me sintonices en la radio lunes a viernes en vivo de 3 a 4 de la tarde en el 1450 AM, el programa de Puro Atardecer Campirano. Complacencias y saludos al instante. Yo misma te contesto tus llamadas 773-777-1450. Holla. Welcome to this edition of Holla. I'm your host, Yesenia Betty Boop Alvarez. Thank you so much for being here with me. And we're in a brand new year, new resolutions, new goals, a lot of new music coming up, and a lot of surprises coming from the show straight to you, the public of Chicago. So thanks for being here with me. So let's go ahead and take this time to look back at our year in review. 2015 was a crazy one, a lot of funny videos, a lot of interviews. So let's go ahead and check those out. Tell us about your clothing line.
My clothing line is called Ism, fresh hats, and I'm rocking out with a Skirno tonight. They did the fashion show tonight. So it was myself, Eskerno. We had the artist Ramon Static, who was super dope. And man, it was a nice turnout, like a great crowd, you know, people embracing the concept.
So your whole thing is everyone in Chicago knows you, you're local, and you always rep Chicago. So how do you feel about people always comparing you to the success that your best friend Kanye has had?
Well, I don't know if people always compare me to him, but I work with him, and I was on some Grammy Award-winning albums with him, so I'm real happy, you know. But since I've worked with Kanye, I've worked with Bun B, Kendrick Lamar, Wiz Khalifa, Raekwon. So Kanye was like the start of my career, but further on throughout my career, I've worked with a whole lot of successful people, like from Yellow Wolf to, like, man, just a lot of people. Yeah, so I feel good. I think it was a great start.
Just for snorts and giggles.
The lady in this next story did what she felt she had to do. She was mad because her Chinese food didn't taste as good as she hoped. So she called 911 to complain. Fortunately for us, we got the call and it was recorded.
What's the problem?
I have bought some Chinese food and it's not to par to me, and I asked to get my money back, and they acting like they don't understand me and took my food and won't give me my money back.
And this is why you called 911?
What am I supposed to do? Jump over the thing and beat them up and get my money back?
You could have called the regular police line instead of the life-threatening emergency line.
This woman, 43-year-old Bernadette Music from Norwood, is charged with disorderly conduct. Police say 2 weekends ago she called 911 at least 4 times looking for a date. When police showed up to talk to her about it, documents show she refused to answer the door, then urinated in the hallway outside her apartments. She was arrested at the time.
What's going on?
I was just growing some marijuana. I was just wondering how much, trouble you can get into for one plant.
You're growing marijuana and you want to know how much. Depends on how big the plant is.
It's only a seedling.
It didn't take long for police to track the call to Michelson's home. There they found a small amount of marijuana and drug paraphernalia.
It's a first. Yeah, I can't say I've ever had this happen before.
Michelson admitted he bought seeds and equipment for growing. Police then charged him with marijuana possession and other crimes. Michelson was later released on $5,000 bail. He had no comment on his arrest, but he did have a not-so-subtle message as he left the police station.
He spun around and stuck both middle fingers up at the dispatchers.
Only on 12 tonight, an example of why you need a prescription for Viagra. A man in Washington County found out why.
What do you need medicine for?
Actually, what's the problem is, I took some pills, and I took 2 Viagra pills, and my erection been up for like 4 days, and there hasn't been any signs of change whatsoever, and I'm really sick.
What happens if you dial 911 because a restaurant got your order wrong? Well, that landed one man in jail.
I'm up here at McDonald's up here, and I had ordered like 7 burgers, and I went to my vehicle, right, and I came back to tell them that they took a burger from me.
Lorenzo Riggins was hungry when he walked into the East Albany McDonald's last night.
I went in to order 7 McDoubles and 1 chicken and 1 fry.
But after he walked outside, he says he noticed that wasn't what he got.
I left out the store without checking it. But when I got to my truck and I got ready to leave, I looked in the bag and come to find out I didn't have but 6 McDoubles.
Riggins says he took the bag inside and talked to an employee hoping to get his other hamburger. But things didn't turn out so well.
Most people who smoke know just what it's like to want a cigarette and not have one. Most of them would never think of calling 911 like this Granbury grandmother did. Well, we caught up with her just a few hours ago and asked her what she was thinking.
Well, we were just kicking it in the backyard, just, a few beers too many, and then next thing you know, we're out of cigarettes. Well, I didn't want to drive to town, so.
So Linda White grabbed her cell phone.
Hood County 911, what is the address of your emergency?
That's right. She called 911.
Hello?
I need some cigarettes. I was drunk.
Charlotte County man is arrested after deputies say he called 911 because he could not bring his kitten into a strip club. 47-year-old Everett Lagus is in jail on $4,000 bond. Deputies say he tried to bring that kitten into the Emerald City Gentlemen's Club. When the owner told him he had to leave, he reportedly sat down outside the business and called 911.
All right, here's the scenario, folks. You get home from work, right? You go to freshen up. There's a stranger taking a shower in your bathroom. I'm not kidding. Look at this.
Okay, and the guy is white, black, Hispanic, or Asian? I have no idea. He was in the bathroom. Okay, hold on a second. And the door's shut. And he says he's in there. And I said, who the hell are you? Okay. And he said, Timothy something. I totally forgot his name. Okay. And he said he broke in? He said he broke in and he was kidnapped and he was taking a shower. Okay.
Yeah, he's just rinsing off. He'll be right out in a minute. But this gets better, okay? The intruder who was in the shower, I can't believe she was laughing about it. I think I would be completely freaked out if someone was in my shower. But he apparently feared for his own safety because the homeowner showed up. So he picked up the phone and called 911 from inside the house at the same time. And listen to what he said.
911?
I just broke into a house, and the owners came home.
You broke into a house?
Yeah.
Where at?
I don't know.
Dog emergency?
It's not an emergency. I walked up, they went and served me. So I'm at the Taco Bell at 137th and Washington. I just want some tacos. That's it.
Kimball tells the dispatcher he has the munchies. According to the police report, he'd been drinking alcohol.
What are the employees saying?
You can't walk up. You gotta drive up. You gotta eat DUI to get a taco. I get the munchies. I walked a quarter mile from here. Are you gonna help me out, or I have to get arrested to get home? You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're not going to take you home. I mean,
No, I don't want you to. I want you to call the manager.
He did tell the dispatcher, though, the reason he called Largo Police.
When I get refused service for no reason, it tees me off, so I call you guys. Does that make sense?
Police say calling 911 for tacos does not make any sense.
Alana Sims from Sterling Heights made a costly mistake. She had too much to drink while at Joe Cool's on Big Beaver and Troy, and rather than drive drunk, called 911 looking for a ride.
911, where's your emergency?
I just need an escort.
What do you mean?
I need an escort to home.
That's when she hung up, probably realizing a 911 call was a bad idea.
A 53-year-old Kerrville woman is arrested after calling 911 when her husband wouldn't eat his dinner.
She had called 911 because her husband was not wanting to eat his supper.
The time before, police say Benson called 911 because she couldn't find her clothes. Another time because her dogs had gotten loose.
911 dispatchers in Clarksville are receiving some very weird calls, including one from a woman who was upset because her boyfriend wouldn't marry her.
911. Montgomery County dispatchers received a strange call Monday morning from someone at this apartment complex.
Okay, ma'am, what were you calling for?
Actually, they received several. According to a police report, Orama dialed 911 repeatedly because a man lied about marrying her.
According to a police affidavit, when the 68-year-old's granddaughter refused to go buy her a beer, Pate called 911 to report her beer emergency. The police report says Pate told officers after she slapped her granddaughter, she called them for police assistance in getting a beer.
Bertha Chambers sits outside her Lauderdale Courts apartment, fresh out of jail. Her crime? Calling 911 because she didn't want to babysit her grandkids.
They said you were upset?
Yes, I was.
About babysitting?
Yeah.
Why would you call 911 about babysitting?
But I get tired of babysitting. You heard me? I get tired of babysitting.
Director 911 Williams.
I got a situation over here with Subway sandwich shop.
Okay, so what's going on there?
Well, I ordered 2 sandwiches, and I asked for everything on one sandwich, and the other one I asked for certain things on the other sandwich. I didn't get what I paid for.
This is what Reginald Peterson considers an emergency worthy of a 911 call. He didn't get mustard and mayonnaise on his 2 Subway footlongs Thursday night.
I'm not going to sit and pay $12 or $10 for some sandwiches and don't get what I paid for.
Everybody thinks it's funny, but, I mean, when you get down to it, it's serious.
Subway's manager tells me employees were so scared over Peterson's behavior, they locked the door on him when he went outside to call 911.
I'm on the phone with you. The employee just came up here and locked the freaking door. And I got both of the sandwiches. They did not make right for me inside the store.
Lorna Dudash is the person who called 911, and she could go to jail for it.
911, do you need fire, medical, or police?
No, ma'am, I don't. I don't have an emergency. 2 police officers just left my house just now. Third. Can I get their names, please?
Do you need them to come back there?
Oh, I'd like that, yeah.
Why do you need them to come back there for?
Because I have an emergency. I'll think of something. Honey, I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? I just thought he was cute. I'm 45 years old, and I'd like to meet him again. But I don't know how to go about doing that without calling 911. I know this is not absolutely in a way, shape, or form an emergency.
Covering Florida, a Naples man facing charges after calling 911 10 times asking for a ride to Mexico.
911 dispatch centers take all kinds of emergency calls. The one they took last Friday from a Youngstown, Ohio man might be one of the more bizarre ones. He called because he said he was, quote, too high. Have a listen to this.
And what's the problem?
I'm too high.
You're too high?
Yeah.
What'd you take?
I can't feel anything.
You're what?
I can't feel anything.
Okay, what did you take?
Weed.
Weed?
Yes.
A 23-year-old woman was arrested at a motel Saturday night in North Fort Myers for hosting a party where marijuana, drugs, and alcohol, as well as 6 of her teenage friends were present. Crystal Kurlowich told her mother she was going to dinner, but instead ended up at the North Fort Myers Travel Lodge. She is accused of renting a room and hosting a party for herself and 6 teenage friends where alcohol, marijuana, and other drugs were found. NBC2 spoke to the 23-year-old's mother, who said her daughter had been in trouble with the law before. She also stated on Saturday night she left the house to celebrate the end of her probation for drug charges. The Lee County Sheriff's Office responded to a complaint from a neighboring room. When they arrived, they said they found alcohol, marijuana, and other drugs inside Kurlowich's room. Deputies also found a strobe light and glow sticks. The kids told deputies the marijuana was given to them in prescription bottles. A hotel employee told NBC2 others in the nearby rooms also saw teens coming and going earlier in the day. One of the teens was charged with a felony for possession of a controlled substance. Deputies arrested Kurlowich as well. She is currently out of jail and in a mental health facility. And that, my friends, was this edition of You're Such an Idiot. Seriously, she had just gone off probation for drug charges. And the first thing she does is host a party with teenagers, giving them drugs. Like, are you serious? Now let's take a look back at this interview that I had with rapper GLC from Good Music. You can also remember him from working with Kanye West. And real quick backstory, GLC was one of my very first written interviews when I was a freelance writer. This was back in 2006, so it was really cool being able to interview him again and now on the TV show. So let's go ahead and check that out.
So another thing, another one of your themes is that you always want to be positive and you always want to breed positivity here in the Chicago area. So what type of message would you give through the ism to all the rappers and just the people in general here in Chicago?
Apply yourself to supply your wealth, and the only limitations you ever have are those that you place upon yourself. You know, like any obstacles you can overcome, any adversities you can triumph over. You just got to believe. And remember, everything starts with a belief. Church, ism, preach.
And everything starts with a belief. Remember, I think it was back in 2006. You were like one of my first interviews, and now I'm interviewing again for my TV show. So I'm really happy to have you.
TV show, you came up, and I'm so proud of you. You look good. Your show popping, and I'm happy to be on it. Church. I gotta say that for the show. Yeah. Holla, ism, church.
Started from the bottom, now we here, right? Well, that was a great year in review. I can't wait to show you all the great surprises that I have planned for you here on Holla. So thank you so much for tuning into this edition of the show. And make sure to follow me on my social media. I give out a lot of fun stuff, a lot of contests. So make sure to follow me at Yesy on air, YESIONAIR. And I'm also live on air Monday through Friday on 1450 AM. I answer your calls. 773-777-1450. Holla. Holla.